Hello comrades, this video will be a little different as usual, but firstly I would like to inform you that this evening there will be conversation with very famous communists from Great Britain, with Jyoti Brar from CPGPML, so I invite you to participate in this conversation. Maybe in the chat you can ask some question, maybe Comrade Jyoti will answer for this question. So this conversation maybe will take place today or tomorrow or in the next few days. Okay, so the subject of the conversation of today, as you see in my background, there is a refrigerator. It is a new refrigerator, and firstly I would like to say about the one show, TV show, which I watched 1 month ago. It was a debate with Jean-Luc Mélenchon. As you know, now in France we have the election presidentielle. It will take place in 10th of April. And 1 month ago I watched some video with Jean-Luc Mélenchon. He is a social democrat. Maybe he will go to the second round because his sondages are growing. Maybe he will go to the second round, but it is not important. The important thing is that it was not debate. He spoke with a normal citizens of France, and so the normal people asked him a question and he answered this question. And there was one question which was asked by the very poor woman. And she said about the situation that recently her refrigerator was broken because it was 6 years, and after 6 years this refrigerator one day started to be destroyed. No, it was something different. The refrigerator stopped working. She went to the shop, and she asked to the guy who worked there which refrigerator is the best with, I don't know, 300 or 400 euros. And this guy answered that it is not important because in France every refrigerator after 6 years stop working. So I listened this conversation in TV, and I said my wife, listen, we are living here in this house almost 6 years, and most of these things which we have in this house we bought 6 years ago. So our refrigerator have almost 6 years. It was a joke. It was a joke to my wife. I asked, maybe in a few weeks our refrigerator start working. Will stop work. And 2 days ago, refrigerator stopped work. It was something very strange. This refrigerator starting to fake so it's not work 1 hour. After it's continue working, but I understand that in 1 week it will be totally destroyed. So very quickly we decided that we need to buy new refrigerator. So as you see, we need to evacuate very quickly our food, and we have to wait 2 hours to turn on this refrigerator. I don't know why, but we need to. As you see, it's new. Okay, so as you see, Comrade Michael buy both new refrigerator, and I would like to say some things about this new refrigerator. First thing, we have small conversation with a guy who work in this shop. He said, of course, after when we paid, he's starting to make conversation. Where do you come from? You are from Poland. Ah, you're in Poland now. He's starting to speak about politics, about the war in Ukraine. But also he said that he very like Poland. He very like Poland because most of these things which are in this shop, it is the shop Darty in France. That most of these refrigerators, washing machine, and our stuff like this came there from Poland or other countries of Eastern Europe. Our refrigerator is not from Poland. Our refrigerator is from Romania, where the wages are smaller than in Poland. It is possible to earn less money than a Polish worker. It is possible in Romania and in Bulgaria. So it is the very strange course between the nations of the Eastern Europe, which worker will be working for the less money. Poland or Romania or Bulgaria. When the Ukraine will be the member of the European Union, I think that we will lose in this competition with Ukraine. So it's very, very sad that the Poland now became a big producer of these things, but with the very, very low salaries. Second things which I would like to say is of course this scandal that these things are programmed that after 6 years it stopped working. It's totally without sense. It's totally without sense in the question of the ecology, because we need to all the time produce, and this it's without sense. It's without sense in the economic point of view, but the most important I can continue, but I would like to compare that I remember the times when we have in Poland, in our house of my grandmother, we had a refrigerator from Soviet Union. It was produced in the factory Minsk. It was very famous factory in Soviet Union, and this refrigerator Minsk, I think that it was from 1970s, and these refrigerators she worked maybe 45 years or longer. My mother decided that now it's finished, but not because it's not work. It's from other reason. But you see, in Soviet Union, it was possible to produce the things which was for years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. This refrigerator Minsk worked more than 40 years. And it is not only the question of refrigerator. There are another things produced in the Soviet Union which is very, very solid for many years, and it is scandal in the European Union. Then they produce the things which after 6 years it's broken. So in this example I can show you that socialism is the better system than capitalism. Capitalism isn't working, and it's very, very bad message for the poor workers who are obliged all the time to buy new things because all the time they are poor, and also it is very bad news from our planet, because to producing these things it is very big cost of the ecologic. So in this small example you see how the capitalism is a stupid system, and I prefer the mode of production which existed in Soviet Union.